Hello? Hello? Hey, my name's Sugi Yamagawa, and today on VTubing my slow life hobbies in my 30s, be making a shop stool. Because this PC that I'm running the stream on, the power button for it is on the top of the tower, and it's a bit too much of a reach for me. So, I'm gonna build a small shop stool today, for just as like a quality of life thing. So with that, just a quick heads up notice. Sorry for canceling earlier this morning, but I did have a work thing happen, and I honestly probably shouldn't be scheduling these streams when work might call me. But that's kind of what happened this morning, so here we are now to work on this project. Also, the link to the plans I'm using is down in the you-know-wheres. So if you want to buy these plans for yourself and make this it for your shop, home, whatever, those are there for you. Let's see. Why do I feel like I should say something else before we like really get into it? I don't know. Yeah. So I've been a little bit under the weather this past week, but this morning was the first morning I woke up and I could breathe out of both of my nostrils. So big improvement there, and I'm really glad I'm getting over this crud I've been dealing with. It's been unideal. But okay, so the other cylinder in that brain gray matter thing in my head came up with the other note I had, and that is I will be modifying these plans simply due to the fact that these plans call for half-lap joinery to connect everything, and I don't have a dado stack for my table saw yet. So we're basically going to we're going to bring everything together mostly with some screws, and then we're going to kind of make it look like half-lap joinery. But yeah, that's going to be that. So I think that's mostly the preamble out of the way. So with that, earlier, well, a few streams ago, this was built. The miter station, and this is actually my first time really using the miter station, and today so we're going to be cutting up two of these 1x4 by 8 feet pine boards for our build, and we'll actually have scrap left over and stuff. But yeah, using this today is going to determine the priority order and whether or not I replace this miter saw, because yeah, having that spinning blade a bit higher up, a bit closer to eye level, makes me think I should probably switch this out for a miter saw that actually has a blade guard, because I like fingers. I like my fingers. They help me do things. So yeah, we're gonna cut up a few of these boards and we're gonna get some parts batched out. So grab handy dandy tape measure. So I don't have, because I've got a limit to what I can. Three 12-inch parts. Go ahead and make a mark at cut down to a more size. Batch out our cuts from there. So, spinny doom blade, intimidating, but not feeling like my life is in. Then here with this piece, we're gonna. Mark it, tension. My mark. Hot digging. A little bit of tear out there. Not too bad. But hey, first piece. 12 inches. 6. Verify. So yeah, we're definitely out on the back. Probably because these pieces are not being supported, and also probably because the don't have the best. Well, the blade's old, so that's probably another part of it. So let me see here. I'm gonna double check my plans because I know I'm getting. I think I'm getting 3 more 12-inch pieces out of this. So, yep, 3 more 12 inches and then 2 11.5. So. Actual for everything, just gonna stick with it. Hey. There we go. Show off the pieces. So. Twice. And. Mark. And verify. That's the 12-inch piece. So we're gonna do 11. Hey now. Got my pencil. 11. since the 11 and quarter is going to be very similar to my 12-inch pieces, which most of the pieces for this project are going to be made of 12-inch lengths of these 1x4s. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I mark all like my odd sizes, so that way I can help keep the parts a little more separated. That way I can keep it straightened out. That's the scrap from that board. So, one board completed. So I'm gonna check my handy dandy instructions, and so my instructions. Okay, so the next cuts I'll be making 4 9/1/8 cuts. I'll also be making a 16 and a quarter, so I'll go ahead and do the 16. This should have enough room to... There. There we go. Verify. I think all we need is 4 9/1/8. Knows the thing. Okay. I'm thinking we can do. Make our blocks just a hair bit proud of this edge, and we'll use that as like a line. That way we can patch these up. I believe in the idea enough. Try it with this piece and see if it... So, I like that. That's gonna work. Hell yeah. love it. I love it. Front of all, we're done. Well, we're done with this tool, which is the good thing, because this is kind of the not the sketchiest setup in the world, but it's a hair bit sketchy. So yeah. So I need to make sure all my work pieces are on the bench now because reasons. Well, the reason being this. Now that we're done with the miter station, I'm just going to shove it back up against. That way. Station. Woo! It is out of the way. So we'll bring this in and mount. Handy dandy shop cart. Okay. To procure something. First thing being these sorts of platforms. Hey, I can recycle this glue stick. Yay! So, you might be noticing I've busted out the cardboard that has so much wood glue on it. And that's because we're going to be taking, let's see, got 4 of these pieces. Get a bit. And we're going to glue these up. We're going to just edge glue them together, glue them up, and get that going. Do I have... Yeah, I got my curl sticks over there if I can do. Just hope I have enough for this glue up, because it's not big glue up, but the thing is my clamps only come in small size or obnoxiously large, which is good to have the obnoxiously large when I need obnoxiously large, but this isn't really a project that calls for that. Clamp 1 and clamp 2. A piece of wood. Roughly need. Huh, the splinters on the end are making not everything. Cool. So, grab some handy dandy wood glue. So this part that kind of sort of like the top platform. actually getting close to the end of this bottle of wood glue. I'm gonna have to get a new bottle at some point. Trying to bring this in a little bit. Big handy dandy glue spreader. But I don't want to go too tight. I want to make sure that I'm not putting that, causing it low. To your primary concern when you're doing a glue up like this. So from the camera, it looks like I've got a slight bow to it. According to my straight edge, good until I hit the towards bow. Back off. Okay. I know what to do. It's just a bit more work. I just up. Something roundabout like that. And you can't be a good woodworker without getting a little too excessive with your... I have an overflowing abundance of clamps. I have cold boards. They're literally just boards like a little bit of plastic cellophane tape on them, and that's to keep the glue from... that. Basically, what this is going to do Bye. Yep. There. I never use this setup on this small of a Like that's. I think it is. I think we're grabbing boards now. Feels like it. Basically, what this is gonna keep the boards from warping. Now that got one set of coal. Oh, that's actually a lot better. Except for some reason, this last board. That last board is like a hair bit low, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Good. Okay. Straight edge. What does the straight edge say? Overall, pretty good. Definitely got a small gap underneath this board right here, but we were a little bit bowed previously, and we are no longer bowed now, so big improvement there. Whew. Oh. So this is gonna be the platform. And I wanted to go ahead and get this glued up because we're gonna just let this set. We're gonna sort of set it off to the side a little bit. We're gonna come back here, and we're gonna work on bringing our legs together. So these pieces are gonna be the legs, and then these pieces are gonna be the pieces that kind of like hold all the legs together. So I'm gonna review my handy dandy instructions and we'll go from there. So the 11 1/4. Okay, so go ahead, set those off to the side. And the 11 1/4. So basically what we got going on is we're gonna basically have something like this going. One here. Granted, the 11 1/4 is supposed to be like 3/8. Oh. I wonder if it's the full length. Together the both leg assemblies and then do that. Okay. We will. So, the original version for this build calls for the use of half-lap joinery to hold everything together. I don't have a dado stack, as I mentioned earlier at the beginning. And so, since I don't have a dado stack, I need to basically figure out a different way to hold everything together. So I'm just gonna honestly go with the good old tried and true screws. Basically what I'm gonna do here. That to be 3/8. Off that, I should measure it. So pencil. That's my half. And basically, we're making these marks so that way we know where we want the outer. That. Better. And some of you may have noticed that some of the edges is not exactly the most accurate. Definitely due to the fact that my miter's all good. Let me check. Let me just double check. Double check, triple check. Okay. So I need this piece to be 3/8 past that. Order of originally thought this, but it's actually going to be something like this. Oh, I'm trying to think how I want to do this, because honestly, a hole. And another. Grab star bit. Screws. Oh, handy dandy driver. And actually, I got a better idea. Do is everything to my wood. You're a bit proud. See, I just see my tip right there. A bit more past that. And then that way, when I go to cinch, connect this board to that board, I kind of have like 2 spots I can line. I've got hole here, hole there. Oh, next, do a little bit extra. Just a little bit of wood glue. little bit of. That way, not only do we have like the mechanical connection fasteners, and also that one will go. Just together. Go. That's the first leg. Then this. So basically, in the grand scheme of things, we just need distance from this edge to this edge to be 20 inches. A few more handy dandy clamps. Here. Some holes. Oh, kind of see my marks there. Trying to do earlier. Granted, I did kind of take it up a level with by holding the board on the bottom of the bench, well, on the top. That allows me to kind of square it up a bit. I do think a little bit squared. Granted, we're gonna have one. Oh. So, that's going to be our first set of legs. Definitely has some stability issues. Definitely need to probably square up, but that can be repaired later. So, other one. Our 11" and a quarter, and our other two 9s and these, and make all this fun. That was half. Seems to be pretty close to on the money there. Grab the handy dandy drill. Okay. That line everything up. Grab a few more screws. One. All nice and help keep it all together. Whoa. Oh. Not right. Now. Oh. Creates. Something's went awry. I think earlier when I did I did them at angles. This and this. And that kind of helps line up, and I thought I could get kind of sort of evens. Don't think that was the smartest decision on my part. Rolling. That. First hole. And a second. Bada bang. So for this, we're just going to go ahead and screw. Air a bit proud. That way. Go. I'm also probably gonna have to eat. But oh well. Oh. There we go. Our board ended up. But overall, it's more even. Oh. Now got 2 sets of legs. Now we worry about bringing them together. Which the instructions call for some half lap joinery. As for me, I genuinely don't know what I want to do here. Part of me is thinking, like, maybe using these, like, notches I have, bring it together, or maybe just go ahead and notch, like, cut this part out, and then attach it. I mean, that would be more surface area. That would get me a better hold. But that would also be a fair bit of cutting for all these pieces. I don't think it'll be a lot of work. It'll be a bit of... What? I feel up for it. We'll go ahead and notch those out. So we'll cut out these spots that we got on our legs. Then we'll attach our pieces or stretchers to those. That will complete this part of the build. Give me 1 second. I need a pull saw and there we go. I'm gonna need something to help hold these boards for me while I'm working on them. I got saw out. Best way to it. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I'm giving you guys the best. A little bit of a little bit more, possibly. Here. Be fun. Because it's like, okay, I don't want to hit the camera. And I think we're at that edge. So, now, up. Loosen up. I'm gonna switch it. Then we're gonna do the same on this side. Because when we go to make this cut, it's gonna be, we're gonna have slightly different configuration. We'll go ahead and go with what we're doing here for these cuts and change it up here in a minute. Get some cuts. That's there. Hey, you. So, but for our next trick, I want to come straight down. I'm going to be bringing more in. Actually, that's one I should. Hopefully. That all set up. This time we actually get to use ripping teeth. Big teeth on the Ryoba saw. D. Okay. This problem with the gripping teeth. Hard to start. So I'm going to start cross-cutting teeth over come on. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna check though. A lot nicer, but my face was fog on it. Not fun. Woohoo! Okay. Hot dog. That's one side of the world done. Side of the world. Okay. Ah, that's why. Yay! Whew. Yeah, that was work. That was definitely some work, but got a nice little spot. Park some boards. Gonna help. Having that little like shoulder there is definitely gonna help with bringing this in and getting everything. I'm also gonna add a so for here specifically, because I put these screws too close together, and have one out by this. You have a little bit of separation happening here. So I am going to go ahead and add a screw right here quick. And continue. I noticed it was kind of separating a little. And that separation is now gone. It is no longer there. Wait. Oh. That's those legs made up. Now we gotta notch out the other set. Whew. Definitely a fair bit of work. We'll just go ahead and open this up all the way for the crosscuts. We wanna. I want my vice support to be near where I'm cutting. Here. I'll just figure out. Fun, exciting part where it's like, okay, where can I cut? Show you guys stuff, but also like not have my saw in the way. Well, not run my saw into the webcam. That thing. That's the. Oh yeah, gonna work. That's that side of the world. One of these days, I actually really like to do like some joinery type stuff. But as a woodworker, I am a long ways away from actually doing some like nice proper joinery. I'm going to be dreaming for a while before I can actually get into that. But one of these days I would love to. Really would love to. Because that stuff is just cool. And I'm actually kind of getting like those vibes from what we're doing right now. Even though these are literally just shoulder notches. Do a couple more points in. There we go. That should be plenty. Vice. Bring this back. Well, not quite the eye level, but closer to show level. Tighten up the vice. Tight, make moves, and bring the camera down. So cool. So go ahead and start here. Oh, like before, I'm going to go ahead and use my cross-cutting teeth to get it started before I start using the rip-cutting teeth. So on your Ryoba saw, you've got two sides. You've got your thin teeth side. You got your thin teeth side here. This is for cross-cutting, so this is when you have a board, use that side to go like this. And then you have the other side, your big teeth. For that's when you cut like this, down the grain. Bit of how this tool works. So, up. Basically how I kind of line things up. Thinking about that just now, that would have been an excellent way to rip open But it does do a good job of lining up my cuts. By taking like the blade, pressing it against the reference surface, doing some cuts while it's against that reference surface, and transfer. It works. It truly does work. Okay. Let's do some big cutting. All drifting. Okay. Oh! Woohoo! Show you guys. Woohoo! This side of the world. This wasn't as nearly as much effort as I originally thought it was. I originally thought this was going to be a lot more effort. Woohoo! Yay! And look at that. Could be better. Could be worse. I can live with that. Okay. Wait, thank you, Vice-kun. Give some love to Vice-kun. Vice-kun deserves all the love. So, we've got notches on our boards. Gonna help support these. So, how do we want to do this? How do I want to do this? I want to do this something like this. So that way, yep. Yeah, that's how I want to do it. So, just, yep. Have the board like this, using the levelness of the workbench and stuff to kind of help. Okay. bit of, because that glue is going to just help with that extra. It's going to help me give me that little extra like bite to like helping hold it all together. So that way I'm not like fully relying on the screws, because I don't want to rely on the screws too much. Grab screw number 2 and I'll get it in. Up and down. Okay. Those two holding it in place, I do want to add a third screw going into this board. I've got 2 screws into this board, but I want to add like a third one. I definitely want everything to be like brought together. And I think the 3 screws kind of looks a little bit. And I want to make sure, like, eyeballing this is about a square. Air out of square. Once we get everything else put together, should help square everything. Woo! Thing. Let's go ahead and one. Oh! Do-do-do! Yay! And bloop! Oop. Wait, but oh well. Fun. That will hold though. It will hold. So this number. So here, bring definitely have some bringing over to. I'm gonna go ahead and one side of this fix. Let's set everything up. Go ahead and get that third screw in there. Well, the third pilot hole set up in there. And for these, I'm not going to fully cinch them down. I definitely want them to be high enough for everything's going to hold. But I need to bring all this at this. Actually, I got it. And its name is Clamp. Clamp is going to help me get under that way. Let's go for it. Behold the power of clamps. Now that's what I'm talking about. Go ahead. And since I'm a little nervous about my alignment, this alignment I've worked hard to achieve, I'm gonna go ahead and flip this now. Woohoo! So hopefully now I shouldn't need the clamps. But shouldn't willing to live without it. I'm gonna make use of my clamps. Okay. Yay. Oh, we'll zip these. Hi, drill. I want my impact coon. Oh. Woohoo! Definitely not the ideal way this build should be built, but this is what I have with the technology available to me. One off to the side with you. Okay. Got a few screws here. And there we go. This is the base. And we wanna, I don't think we're square, but we're gonna check. I got 8. So from that. Woo! Plus, so. Granted. Let's see. 5/8. 5/8 versus 17 1/4. So absolute a hair out. I don't know. Some people might not consider this like a hair out of square, but I don't know. I call it a hair. I am a hair off level on. Got a little bit of rock to it. Admittedly, is unideal, but you know, gotta live with what you get. Gotta live with what you made. Granted, the good thing is, I think with the way I've built this, I'm gonna have like a little bit extra of like room in terms of like being able to like shave stuff off the ends of these ends of my legs. So maybe it's something to figure it out. Maybe I might take like a level or something. A lot of finicky work to like really level something well, but hey, overall it's sturdy enough. I can use this to turn my computer on and off. So that's that. Let's bring our attention back over here. So this has actually been in the clamps for well over an hour. Take the call boards off. Well, what was 4 pieces of wood is now. Wow. Yeah, that last board really off. Yeah, there we go. That captured. But that's fine. Honestly. How I wanna. Okay with that. So. Yeah, we'll look at this for now. So, I'm gonna go ahead and re-drill a hole here. 2-inch screws. Give me a quick second. I gotta go grab some 2-inch screws. I have a box of 2. Oop. Okay. Oh. Grab a Phillips front. Go. One screw down. Two screw down. Now this will no longer like move. At least in relation to itself. So, gonna think about how much boards and where do I have them. That and that and that. Yeah. We can do. And then that's the screw. Okay. So. I'm just gonna move some stuff around because we're gonna take a look. Oh, here it is! Yay! Have a bit of a lip here, which I figured this was gonna happen because Lance is pretty much roughly what everything within this frame is like 12 by 12 inches, and this is 4 3.5-inch boards. So this meant we should have been 2 inches proud, which, yeah, that's what this is. I probably can cut off. Not sure if I would want to power tool it. This is pretty small, pretty handy of like a thing. And here's like an underside of it, so yeah. So but yeah, pretty much like the base of the stool. Trying to figure out, so the stool does have one more piece to be added, and here's this piece right here. So I think if I remember right in the plans, which actually, let me refer to the plans right quick for this thing. Yeah, because it's meant to be like inside that. Yeah, it's supposed to be like on that side. So originally, so basically what this board's gonna do is here, and we might actually go for the the final win, if you will, here with this, because yeah, we're only like an hour and a half in. Granted, I am gonna have to bust out some tools and some other stuff to actually really work on this. So let's see here. Let me confer with my plans. So an inch. So we're gonna put a circle on here. So we're gonna make like a cutout towards this end. The purpose of that cutout is to be like a little like grab point. That way, when we mount this, this is basically gonna become a handle for the thing. So I do have my fastener bits there, but I need to grab the power drill for that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So, woohoo! Lots of stuff is. And the pocket hole jig I got out earlier, thinking I was gonna need it. No, we're not gonna need it. So, inch 3/4. Yes. Oh wow. Hey. So here. So we're gonna actually do this at the workbench. What's gonna happen is, so I got a sacrificial 2x4 underneath it. That way when I go drilly drill, I don't drilly drill into my workbench, which is fun. Drop this. Chuck. Just give me a quick second to get this fastener bit set. Down. Yep, that's good. And plugged in. And this should be actually a pretty quick process, which I can drill with the battery drill, but the battery drill just does not have like the power for when I want to use the fastener bits. Yay. Okay. So, that looks good. Well, actually, no. Oh. Sorry, chat. This has to be done as vertically as can be done, so. Yeah. We got through it. Yay. Sawdust trash can. Ooh. Man, I just eyeballed that. Yay. This is... Yeah, that's actually good enough. That's good. That's a good 2-finger hold right there. Cool. So, we'll set... 2x4 there. Drill... I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm feeling pretty chill about this. I am chill about this. We are doing a really good job of making progress. Because We really only got a little bit of work left to do. Yeah, everything. Don't just pardon me. I'm just absent-mindedly thinking here. As like, okay, well, it's done. That done. It's done. Yeah, my Fosner bit set. These are great. These are really great. Like, if you do like any sort of like woodworking or like working with wood, let's see. These are also, I think these are also really good for like acrylic, and I don't really think they have much of a use in terms of like PVC cutting, but like Fosner bits are really cool pieces. They're a really nice tool to have in the toolbox. Can be a little expensive. I think this whole set was like 80 bucks, and that was on sale. 80, 70, something. Because I actually bought these and my Ryoba saw at the same time. They were on sale, but these haven't gotten a lot of use out of these, but for like making like holes like this in a piece of wood, like there's practically no better tool. There's no better tool. Well, you could use a jigsaw. You could pre-drill and cut it out with a jigsaw. That's an option. But I never really used my jigsaw a whole lot. Gotta hydrate with that water. I've gotten so much sawdust in my bit store. Oh, flakes. Whole flakes of material. Goodness gracious. What a terrible person I am to my tools. Okay, so there's a few more things that we're gonna do to this. So first off, we're gonna kinda because I want to shave the corners off, give it a nice like rounded, nice pretty look. But at the same time, I also don't want to sacrifice the strength of much. So, and then I'm going to refer to plans. The plans want me to do some curves on the side. So let's see here. 3 inch 3/4 to center, 7 inches off. Huh. Okay, so for this, I'm just gonna follow instructions and curve. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a mark at 7 1/4. This is my build. So this is going to be the end point of my curve. So I'm basically going to have a up. So I want to find, let's see, what are my measurements? So I basically at my narrowest point, actually, let's find center line first. I want to find a center line between, so I got 17.5 inches between each of my hole, my line. Which makes for not fun, it makes for very uneven math, which my Americanized brain says really roughly 8. Three-quarter is half of 17.5. Feel free to correct me in chat. So that's a halfway point. So basically, I'm going to curve the start here, peak, and the end. And what I also That's a center point for my curve. So now that I have, well, that's a center point. I want, wow, like, so I want my narrowest point to be 1.5 inches. So I came, so half of 1.5 inches is 3/4. So I came 3/4 of my tick mark here. Well, 3/4 of my center line. This is center line, 3/4 over. Now I came 3/4 over from that. So this is going to be the thinnest point. Thinnest this is going to be is 1.5 inches. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a curve. There to there. Nothing fancy. Here. There. Here. So basically we did all that bunch of fun math is to find start point and end point. And then like here I just ended wherever I wanted to be. So I gotta shenanigan things because we're gonna do this cutting at the bandsaw. So this is another good thing with bandsaws. You can actually cut curves with it. It might be a little awkward with a piece this long, but I'm gonna bust the bandsaw out and see what I can do with the bandsaw. And if not, then well, guess we'll just have to get the jigsaw. Here comes the bandsaw. I don't think you can see him yet, but there's bandsaw. That's bandsaw. Frick. I haven't used the bandsaw in the stream since making the paper towel holder. I think the first thing I'm gonna is, oh yeah, this is gonna be real fun. These curves are gonna be real fun to cut out, but hey, only one way to learn how to do this is try it. So let's have some fun. Okay. Okay. So that's our corners cut. Woohoo! One side. Side number 2. Whoops! Ah, man. On. Well, good news is this came out. Bad news is, my blade might be, off the rails on my... Yeah. uh... Probably should energize it. Never looked in. Yep. Woo! Huh. Fun. Oh, there. Should be something like a bicycle. It is. Oh, hey now. Nice. Okay, well, I've got fussing to do with my bandsaw. Thank you. Which you can kind of see the blade. Blade got dislodged from the wheels, and I streamed it. Too much stuff needs to be happening. Big sad. Oh, that's unfortunate. I just threw the blade on my bandsaw, but thankfully that happened after I got my curves cut on my workpiece here. Edges are a little bit rough, but kind of okay with that. Actually, what would be... Yeah! Ooh, actually. I'm gonna actually just use... Back to the workbench. We're just gonna use this metal edge as a scraper. We're gonna just buff these roughs out. Oh god, you good? Oh yeah. As far as like it was no danger, cause like, so it looks scary and yes, the chat box works. Thanks, man. I was wondering if that was gonna work or not. I've been big wondering whether or not that's gonna work or not. But yeah, I literally finished cutting the curves for this workpiece, and then as I was bringing the piece out, I wasn't being particularly mindful of the fact that my blade was spinning, and I hit it in such a way where it caused it to throw itself. But yeah, actually, I wanna make that one of these days. Yeah, it's working. Yes, I know, like, I'm pretty excited. Because that was kind of like one of the small things I've always wanted to do to, like, slightly improve things around here. You know, wanted to have a chat box. I was a little unsure about how I was setting it up. Because The delay's long. Delay's long because of... Unfortunately, I keep setting my OBS settings to, like... For some reason, OBS likes to default to, like, a 10-second delay. So, that's the thing I need to do. And that's just the thing I need to do when I'm, like, setting up. But, see here. Nice straight. Yeah, kinda. I have to be really light. But I can kind of just work from the burst that. Oh, yeah. I literally know the exact setting I need to change. It's literally one of the last options when I'm setting up the stream. And I always forget to, because OBS for me it's always like, what is it? It wants, like, there's like the standard, which unfortunately is like the 10-second delay, but I think it's supposed to help with like some things. I'm not entirely sure. But there's that. There's low latency, which I think is like 5 minutes to 2 to 3 seconds. It's either 5 sec. Low latency is 5 seconds to 3 seconds, and then there's like very low, which I think is like 1 second delay. I need to switch it to low. That's the thing I should do. But usually when I set up stream, sometimes I usually get into a little bit too much of a rush, and I end up missing some settings I should probably. Do you have a bot to mod you yet? No, not yet. I haven't really had much of a need for getting modded yet. Well, having to like deal with bots and various like unsavoriness. So I just haven't really worried about that. Hasn't been a concern. But here, and this is the main body of the stool. Dun dun. And then the part that I just finished working on, this is gonna go on the back. They help if you're by yourself. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they're good, but I mean, it's a thing that I haven't needed, so I haven't decided to cross that bridge yet. So it's kind of like, am I gonna eventually get one? Probably yes. Is that gonna happen right now, soonish? Probably not, since I don't really have a lot of viewership, but that's fine. Nightbot is what I use, just FYI. Okay. But yeah. I mean, like, also just for reference and things, like this, I'm literally at near the end of this build, so we're gonna bring it to a fun Doki Doki conclusion. Attaching this. Boop. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna there. Grab some of the handy dandy screws because I super in there. Because that's what I want. I want it to be super in there. Oh. Then we get it a little bit proud. Okay, at least I could be. Oh, thanks, man. It's like all the others. It's like all the other streams. Just an old man having fun in his garage. Boom! Yay! grab square. Throw that square to. Oh, square. And with it held down, I can pre-drill my next 2 holes. One more hole. Woo! No problem. This be what I love to do. So especially for my best friend. Aw, you're too much positivity, good guy. Your good guy power level is like way too high. But yeah. Oh. See here. Yoink! This handy dandy room of doom over there. Cool. So here it is. In its completed final-ish form. And everything I keep giving you shoutouts on stream. Okay. Well, let's see if this holds my weight. Oh wow, that's solid. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. It's got a little bit of a rock to it, but yeah. That's gonna support my weight. This is gonna help me turn my computer on. Yeah, man, I really like the handle on it. That's probably definitely like the high IQ play of the plans is having a handle and also just like having like a little like finger grip so you can like move it around. So. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the build. I don't think I'm going to do this tonight, but at some point I might throw something into my router and kind of like route over the edges and like, because we got some rough edges around it. I think you have some walnut stain lying around. I mean, I do, but I mean, honestly, I'm more of a fan of natural finishes. But also, this is a, since this is just like a shop, I wonder who that. Well, guess what? You bought walnut stain, and turns out I already had some, and I think we killed what I had lying around when we did your table build. I think we killed what I had to do yours, and the walnut stain you bought, that just was like, okay, yeah, that's just gonna hang out here. Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't really want to stain this. I mean, maybe some of the the guy, what's his name? Steve Ramsey? Yeah, Steve Ramsey, woodworking for Mere Mortals is like his YouTube channel. I got the plans for this build from him. And then a lot of the ones he built, he definitely painted and I don't think he... I know one, he just did like a... I put the same stuff like 3 different times because I forgot I had it. Yeah, that happens. Like, oh, I should get this thing to have the thing, and then you get home with the thing, and it's like, wait, there's a thing here. Wait, rap. I think as far as like finishing this, like honestly, I'm happy with it where it's at right now. It's gonna do its job. I might take a router to it at some point. I don't want to be, I don't know. I don't want to get like too terribly extra with it. That'll be Travis Brackett. Yeah, that'll certainly be Travis Brackett. Granted, I think that's something can happen to anyone. But yeah, I mean, as far as like finishing touches, like I don't really think there's like much I could or should do here in terms of finishing touches. I mean, hey, it's finished and it's gonna work. And also, I don't know how I feel about using. So I haven't actually used my router, well, my battery-powered router much yet, and I kind of. So the router spins its bits at, I think it's 15,000 RPM. So I kind of want my first time using that tool, because generally most of the time I'm pretty cool with like using tools and stuff on stream, but if it's like the first time I'm using a tool, I kind of want that to be an off-stream thing, so that way I can give the full focus to the tool. Granted, kind of just show you this stream was actually the first stream we used the miter saw station to cut up all the pieces of wood. They used to be big pieces of this, and I turned them into little pieces. But yeah, I was a little nervous about having that saw blade at like closer to eye level without like a guard or anything, but actually I felt pretty safe actually using it, because this was like my first time like using that saw up on its stand and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I can definitely work with this saw, but I will probably upgrade it at some point, because fingers are nice to have and blade guards are something that saws should admittedly have on. So yeah, that was fun. Did I give you any wood for that? No. This was all pretty much all pieces. This was all 3/4. No, because I think all the pieces of 3/4 that you gave me when we did like your stand build, that was all used on Walton's CRT stand. Yeah, because I think we just had like that one big piece and maybe a couple small offcuts, and yeah, that's where all. Yeah, I think all that wood's done for. Ooh. Hydration. Ugh. But yeah. Okay. Back to the cool thing that was built. Yeah. So. But yeah, I kind of know you just kind of sort of like got here and stuff, but I'm actually going to go ahead and end stream tonight because I got a shop to clean up, and honestly, this project's pretty much done. Yeah, I definitely will probably give it a good one-over with the router, but I'll probably do that like tomorrow after work or something. Oh. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Enjoy whatever video games that you are gonna enjoy. It's all good, man. See you next Sunday. Yep. I'll see you next Sunday. And for lurkers, anyone else who tuned in, thank you very much for tuning in. Today was a pretty fun day. Got to use the miter saw station for the first time, which was exciting, and we got another quality of life. So now I don't have to like stretch and reach as much to turn my computer on and off. Well, actually, I can just turn it off through the OS. It's just turning it on, hitting power buttons, and I can definitely reach it, but this is gonna... It's been a bit of a stretch at times, and I really want to not be stretching myself around it because I want that to stay good for as long as possible. Because I have plans for streams and the computer and stuff. So with that, hope all of you take care of yourselves. I hope you also enjoy whatever slow life hobbies you got, and I will see you all in the next one. So this is Sugi Yamagawa, and see you guys around. Bye bye.